What's going on, fellow backpackers? My name is Dan, and for the second time this month, I am going backpacking, which is absolutely amazing. And actually, I should say that we are going backpacking, because I am joined once again by my wife, Casey. It has been way too long since we have been backpacking together. What was it? In December, late December, around Christmas time, we were backpacking together. So we're doing kind of a let's just see how it goes type of hike the next 2 days. We're doing the main backpacking loop right now, and we're either going to camp at John Schultz or Brown Hollow. So the plan is to get to John Schultz and look at each other and say, how do you feel? And then we'll decide if we want to continue on or not. And kind of the same thing tomorrow too. We might just go straight back to the car in the shortest way possible, or there's a bunch of little side trails we can kind of explore. So again, we're just going to wait and see how we feel and do whatever we want. Kind of a hot one today. Mid-80s right now, fairly humid. Rained a lot yesterday, I think. And it's going to get down to like 63, 64 overnight, so should be a pretty nice night. But man, it is a bit warm and muggy right now. And steep. Look how steep this is. Right?
Right.
Right. You can't really see it on camera, I know, but just trust me, it's steep. So back at the parking lot, we met a couple hikers who actually recognized us. I met my first YouTube backpacking fans. What are your names again?
Our on Loch Ness Adventures is what we call ourselves.
Loch Ness Adventures.
Loch Ness Adventures.
All right.
On Instagram, I'm half mile and.
Oh wow. No, the oh wow comes really easily when you're hiking the Colorado Trail and you have to stop and breathe and you say oh wow, and it's really you're just taking on oxygen. And his trail name came from.
Well, everything always seems when I'm looking on my map, it always seems to be about half a mile away.
So his answer to everything was
about half a mile.
Yep,
And
half a mile.
It stuck.
See? Proof that somebody watches my dumb videos.
I never thought in my life somebody would ask me if I'm on YouTube.
Well, I suppose there are worse sites you can... Oh, why are you always falling down when I'm filming?
Damn it, I'm just sleeping here. I need a moment, but thank you.
Okay. Casey needs a moment. There aren't too many signs that tell you about a shortcut. That's always nice to see. But we're not taking the shortcut. And so far, all the intersections are really well marked with those trail signs, so you pretty much always know exactly where you're at. But it does help to bring the map because there are a lot of different named trails, so bring the map. So we've been on Paint Creek Trail for a while now, and at least for all of it so far, it's been this kind of double track, wider trail. And it does run along Paint Creek, as you can probably hear in the background. What a nice day. A little hot and humid for my liking, but still pretty. I'll try not to complain too much. Would you like to repeat what you said when you saw these stairs?
May have been a religious-based profanity.
Up we go. Whew. Oh, the beginning of that bluff trail. It's quite a climb. Oh, my goodness. Why do we do this again?
I don't know.
No idea.
What am I doing?
No clue. What are we doing? Like I said during my last trip about 3 weeks ago, I have not been sticking to my exercise routine nearly as often as I should be. In fact, you know how many times I went running since I got back 3 weeks ago? Do you know how many times I went running?
Once, twice?
Once! I went running once. Well, I'm paying for it now. Oh, I feel like we may have made it to the top. Oh, that little log bench is looking kind of promising. What do you think? Uh-huh. Whew. Who knew you can get views like this in Iowa? So beautiful. You can do it. It's not that deep, I promise. Look.
But,
See?
but...
Even if you fall down, I promise that I'll fish you out.
Thanks. Heights!
One.
Even though behind you is way higher.
Way higher. And look at this beautiful view that you're missing. So gorgeous. Oh, you made it. Yet another gorgeous view on the bluff trail. Ooh, that climb was totally worth it. You can see some, not sure what campsite that is down there. No idea. But that must be Paint Creek.
Yeah, it's Paint Creek campsite.
Well, there you go. We are taking a quick water break. Believe it or not, we are on the shortcut trail. I love the name of that. Feels easier already. But I think we have another, I don't know, mile and a half or so to the Heffern's Hill camp, which is our first option of the night. Ugh. And I think it's maybe another 1.5 miles to a definite water source. So we just want to get water now. It's like I said, it's a hot, muggy day, and we need more water. You know what condensation means, right? It means this water is cold. Ha ha ha. Oh yes, I am looking forward to that. So I'm not quite sure if you want to hear this, but I have not peed once since we started hiking. It's been about 4 hours, I think, since we've been hiking now, and yep, I've not had to go pee. I mean, I've definitely been sweating a lot. Again, it's fairly hot out today, and I think I've been doing pretty good on water, but guess not. We're at one of the many equestrian campgrounds around here, and walking up a dirt road for a while till we get back onto the regular trail. And I think we're about 1.5 miles away from the first campsite option at Heffern's Hill. I have a feeling that we're going to stay there. Just a feeling. But we'll see what the hammock hanging options are like. Not quite sure. What are you smiling about?
Horses!
Oh, horses. Well, we are moving on from Heffern's Hill Camp. We scoped it out and there were already a lot of people there. And there was like one site that could kind of work for hanging a hammock. And we were all set to just give it a go until we saw our camp neighbors, a bunch of 21-year-olds returning with a huge chilled bottle of vodka. And as nice as that might sound right now, doesn't sound too appealing at 2 a.m. when I know they're still going to be awake and having a good time. Not that I'm against having a good time, but I also enjoy peace and quiet when I'm camping, especially at 2 a.m. So we are hiking on to Brown's Hollow Camp, which is another 2.1 miles away. And I know that one has a lot more trees for hammock camping, so we should be okay. Well, we're stopping at this bridge here to filter some water before we continue on to Brown's Hollow Camp. I know that there's a small creek at Brown's Hollow, but I'm not entirely sure if it's running right now, and I do not feel like hiking all the way back here if it's not. So we're gonna fill everything up and bring it on with us to camp. Well, we are finally at camp. We made it to Brown's Hollow, and it's fairly full. So we did not have the best pickings as far as campsites. So this is what we've got. Casey is setting up in the Tarp 10 Pro Trail. I think she's probably sulking in there right now.
Sulking!
So we took a long time figuring out where to set up. And I'm in the War Bonnet Blackbird, the original Blackbird. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so I don't even know if I'm going to put up the tarp. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's past 8 o'clock already. We still have not eaten, and probably have a lot of camp chores left, so I might just skip the tarp altogether, but we'll see. Oh, and there is water here. You might even hear a creek in the background. Maybe. But yes, there is water here, so I toted all that extra water for no good reason, but that's okay. I am looking forward to sitting down, having some dinner, and relaxing. And I do have the Enlightened Equipment Revolt with me. This is a 40 degree. I'm not even sure if I'm going to need it tonight. It's supposed to get down to 65, so I just have it pulled over for now, and I don't know, maybe in the morning if I start to get chilly, I'll have to pull it back over, but for now, I'm just going to keep it aside. And the bugs are out in full force, so hence the head net. So hopefully they'll start to clear up eventually so we can eat some dinner in peace. But we shall see. And this is the creek at Brown's Hollow Camp. But like I said before, sometimes I've heard that this is completely dry. So you can't always rely on it. It is a dessert first kind of day. Oh. It was a fairly tough hike. I will say that the difficult parts in Yellow River State Forest are really difficult. And the easy parts are really easy. There's not a whole lot of just moderate hiking. It's just either really easy or really hard. So it all averages out in the end. So we both had couscous today. You have yours with tuna, as always.
And garlic powder and salt.
Yummy. And I'm adding some, what is it? Some premium white chicken. Totally. Yes, I definitely trust that stuff is premium. But to my couscous, I also added some garlic mashed potatoes, which always sounds like a great idea, but I always forget that it's a horrible idea because the mashed potatoes totally soak up all the water, and it's really hard to cook the couscous. So I might have delicious mashed potatoes with crunchy couscous. Well, for all my naysaying and complaining, this is actually one of the best damn backpacking dinners I've ever had. Oh, just what I need. Pure salt. Oh. But you'll notice that there is no bacon jerky on this trip. Speaking of salt, I know, right? I'm trying to be good and not have bacon jerky all the time, especially since I just went backpacking 3 weeks ago. Although I don't know what the point is, because I'm sure we're going to get a very greasy, salty burger on the way home. Look at that. First try.
Except it's over a really tiny branch.
We're all in the tent and ready to watch our usual, which is a adventure documentary. I think tonight it's a climbing or mountaineering documentary.
Yeah, one of those two.
Alpine mountaineering.
Something about Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. And then I will head off to my hammock after that is over and try to get some sleep. We will see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock and mosquitoes are already coming back out. Hence the head net, although they never really seem to bother you very much.
Nope,
They just bother me.
You're with me.
Yep. I got a pretty good night's sleep. It was quite nice, despite the fact that I did not really set up all that well. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but the trees are pretty close together. I had to do a very short hang on one of them, so it wasn't great, but I still slept pretty well. Casey, however, did not.
So very tired. I was so cold and my socks were wet.
Yeah. Someone told her not to bring any insulating layers on this trip because she wouldn't need them. Yeah, it got down a bit colder last night than I thought it was. Even I was a little bit chilly at some point. I did use the underquilt pretty much all night, and the top quilt for most of the night as well. So Casey's got her usual oatmeal, and like I said on my last trip, I hate eating oatmeal when I'm backpacking. So I have strawberry Pop-Tarts. We are all packed up and ready to go at probably one of our kind of crappiest campsites ever.
Yeah, but I like the place. It reminds me of the Smokies.
Area was nice. The actual site was not so great. But that's okay. So I think we're going to go just straight back to the car this time.
Yeah.
Probably not check out the other trails.
Not
Save
this
that for later. A good excuse to come back. So 2.6 miles to the car, 2.5, something like that. So we are on our way. So maybe I didn't get as great of sleep as I thought last night. Or maybe it was just a bit of dehydration yesterday and not enough food, because I am feeling awful. I am so glad that we decided to take the shortest way back to the car. Ooh, about halfway there now. And it cannot come too soon. So, man, I am ready to sit down again. Well, we are just about back to the car. Oh man. And despite feeling like I need a week-long nap, I had fun. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, this is an awesome place.
Yeah, great place. Highly recommended. Well, thank you for following along. Be sure to stick around for some bloopers as usual. And have fun out there. Oh, God. Oh, right in the tooth. Later. Screw it. Screw it. For poop's sake. Oh, itchy. I suppose I have a built-in funnel. Oh, because it's more like a hose, right?
Wow.
Not so much a funnel. We'll see if I include that one. I've definitely been pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Empty. You know, take that for what you, blah, blah, blah. Am I shining this right in your face? Ow. But for now, I'll just shut up.